All right, guys, the Utah Jazz straight up signed Bojan Bogdanovic. This is the Hoops Nerd Show on YouTube and on iTunes now. Guys, this is a massive signing for the Utah Jazz. They were able to sign Bojan Bogdanovic straight up in free agency. Now, this means that they're going to probably have to make a move to move Derek Favors to make room for this 4-year, $73 million contract for Bojan Bogdanovic. But did you hear that? 4 years, $73 million. That's under $20 million a year for a guy who last year shot 42% from three, 49% from the field, 80% from free throw line, 18 points per game. They got that guy for under $20 million a year. He's a 3-4. He can play the 3 and the 4 spot for Utah. We'll see if the Utah Jazz are done. But right now, the Utah Jazz just hit a home run. They had 2 major issues last season. Really, it was 2 players. One of them was most of the problem. Ricky Rubio, not on the team anymore. Sorry, if you can't shoot, you are not going to play on this team next season. And 2, Derek Favors, who helped them win games, but teams were backing off on him when he was on the starting unit. It's the reason that Utah had to go to Jay Crowder in the playoffs, and then when they moved Jay Crowder, they had to get more shooting. It looks like Bojan Bogdanovic is going to be our starting power forward unless some move is going to happen. I had heard rumblings about maybe Thaddeus Young and something like that, but Thaddeus signed with the Chicago Bulls. By the way, who knows what the Chicago Bulls are doing? But Bojan Bogdanovic is coming to the Jazz. Now the Jazz go from last season having one of the most schemable offensive units in the league, where you didn't have to guard 2 people on the offensive end, Rubio and Favors. Now you can't guard anyone. The Jazz are unguardable because you're going to have 4 shooters around the 3-point line, and then Rudy Gobert setting screens, getting offensive rebounds, and clearing lanes for studs who score buckets and shoot the ball. The Jazz are fantastic now offensively. And then the fact that Bojan plays hard is good enough defensively. And in the Jazz scheme, you can just guide guys to Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is going to have a monster year next season. He is going to have no one in the paint like he did last season. That is one of the things. Derek Favors, great player. He's great. And the Jazz are probably working on a trade of some sort to get him somewhere where he wants to be. Who knows? Atlanta, I don't know. Somewhere. Wherever Favors wants to be, the Jazz will help him get there because he's been such a good Jazz man to the Jazz. But the fact that he's not going to be on the floor with Rudy means that there are going to be less guys in the paint. Not just to stop Donovan Mitchell and Mike Conley and now Joe Ingles and Bojan Bogdanovic, but also Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert, who has to go in the lane with multiple defenders there at all times. What happens now when Rudy has space to operate on the pick and roll or on offensive rebounds? Because you're going to have guys having to beat Rudy Gobert by themselves. You can't have guys double boxing out Rudy Gobert to keep him from getting the offensive rebound. Rudy Gobert is going to take over. We're going to win a lot of games and have a tough offense. You just wait. It's going to happen. And this doesn't happen to Utah. This doesn't happen to Utah. We don't get free agents in Utah like this. No. You have to make trades to do this to come to Utah. No. This is a free agency signing because guess what they see? They see a team ready to win a lot of games. You've got Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell, Joe Ingles, Rudy Gobert, a backup of Dante Exum, Royce O'Neal, George Niang. And now they've got 3 multiple second-round picks. If any of those second-round picks hit, you're in really good shape. This team is deep. They are well-constructed. They are going to score against anybody. And their defense is going to be having Rudy Gobert, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, backing it up. Guess what? The Utah Jazz are coming, and they're going to win that 1 seed. I don't care if Kawhi goes to LA. Guys, like and subscribe. I will talk to you later.